under the pale moonlight. Vinny and Phil bring the shadows to life. Tales of the ghostly whispers in the night. Bigfoot and aliens ready for the strife. The darkness thickens, the air is cold. Haunting stories waiting to unfold. Supernatural Sundays, the veil is thin. Join us in the chaos, let the night begin. With every whisper and each chilling tale, dare to believe where shadows prevail. EVPs echo through the haunted trees. Demons lurk as the chill hits with ease. But the caps rolling with guests to amaze. Cryptids and spirits were lost in the haze. Northmen in the foliage, watch your back. Dogmen prowling, ready to attack. Supernatural Sundays, the veil is thin. Join us in the chaos, let the night begin. With every whisper and each chilling tale, dare to believe where shadows prevail. Moving in the foliage, watch your back. Through the prowling, ready to attack. Supernatural Sundays, the veil is thin. Join us in the chaos, let the night begin. With every whisper and each chilling tale, dare to believe where shadows prevail. So tune in next week, fear in your soul. Darkness awaits, let the stories unfold. Welcome to Supernatural Sundays, July 12th edition. You got the Philbilly here. I am actually out in a cemetery, Old Union Cemetery down here south of Plano. Try to give you a little shot. We're just out here, the sun's going down. Got a nice little sky blue pink sunset going on. I think that's either Jupiter or Venus over there, planet. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, we're out here. It's a nice night. It finally quit raining. Not too hot tonight, so I'm gonna try to get set up and try to figure out how to reverse this camera. Maybe. Now here's the camera. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Back. Let's see. Front camera, back, triple camera. There you go. You should be able to see now. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I'm just getting some stuff set up. Wasn't sure if I was even going to get to go out here with this weather, but it looks like it's backing off. So you've got the Philbilly here, Supernatural Sundays. I am in the Old Union Cemetery south of Plano, Kentucky. I've been here before, out here near this hemlock trees where I've had a lot of action.
I'm gonna set up some equipment, and we'll see if anything wants to communicate. If not, maybe we'll do a little walking around, check out some of these other tombstones. I am in the Doak family plot, Doak. Interesting thing happened last time we were here. Uh, Stuff kept coming through, and my mom's married to a guy named Doak, and I've been here like 5 times. It's the only place in the cemetery where I've actually had activity, and I also had my clairaudient Gary tell me, "Hey, there's a guy wants to know why you're walking around on his spot." I'm like, "What guy? What are you talking about?" And he said, "Oh, this cemetery man, but he likes your dog." I've only had my dog to 2 cemeteries, and uh, kind of figured out it was this one. And anyway, he said it was like a soldier just wanted to come through. I also brought Gary out here, didn't tell him where I was taking him. As soon as he gets out, he says, "Hey, I'm talking to a guy named John." I'm like, "Okay." And he said he walked right to this area, didn't tell him anything. We actually parked over there. Gary comes over here and he's holding out a cigarette. I'm like, "What are you doing, Gary?" He says, "Well, he said he ain't had a cigarette in a long time, so I'm giving him a puff." And he was holding that thing out in the air and it looked like it lit up. And I'm like, "It's got to be a breeze. Got to be a breeze." I don't know. So I'm gonna get a couple things set up. You guys be watching, see if you see anything. I am gonna get this camera going. Got the old spinner jug here. It's got a spinner in it. I got a Tektite on the top, and the Tektite brings in the energy through the copper coil down in the side, and I got the spinner inside. Everything's frosting up on me a little bit, or fogging up, condensation, because it was in the air conditioned house. Now I'm out here, it's 80 degrees out here, so we have to deal with a little condensation. Spot right there. Okay. If we can get this thing going. By golly. There are mosquitoes out here tonight, so I'm putting on some of my bugaboo and mosquito protection, all that good stuff. Okay. Going to deploy a couple things. That had brand new batteries. It took all my batteries right off the bat on that device. All right, let's put on a couple cat balls. Nope. Nope family over here. Nope. Couple things we need to play with here. EMF meter. They work pretty good. Guys, feel free to come play with that stuff. Cat ball. Yep, okay. That's me checking them cat balls coming on. Oh, hey. I didn't touch that one. How you doing, Mr. Dope? Is that you? Appreciate you, man. That was pretty cool. Appreciate you coming through. I hope you guys saw that. I'm gonna put one over here. These come stay though. We'll just sit over here on the ground. Thanks for that. Appreciate that, man. That was pretty cool. That you trying to say hello? That's pretty awesome. We got a cat ball go off. So we got this other little stone right over here by itself. This little lonesome stone over here. Looks pretty lonesome. I'm trying to get a cat ball to stay on there. Wow. Hope you guys saw that. We had a cat ball go off already. That was pretty cool. The one that's going off right now. Wait a minute. There's another one going off. Well, hello. How you doing? Hope you guys are seeing this. I've got 2 cat balls went off so far, and I just got here. Wow. Thanks, Doak family. Wow. I'm not expecting that right off the bat. You always appreciate it when it happens, though. Always appreciate it when it happens. Well, I have got a REM pod I'm going to put out. This thing picks up electromagnetic energy, static. Anything comes near it, it's going to go off. So it might beep a little bit when I first put it out here, but where do you think I should set it? Over here between the two stones where you've just had 2 cat balls go off? That's craziness. Let's see. How about right here in the middle? That's a good spot. You guys want to come play with that? Feel free, man. You dokes want to come out and play with all these toys and stuff? Let us know it's here. You got any messages for Ed, Lauren E, Ed? That's my fake daddy, and he is that. I think he may be relation. My mom's married to a man named Doak, and this is a Doak plot. And it's just kind of interesting. I've had 2 cat balls go off, and I've only been here 14 minutes. It's crazy. Okay, we'll get some more equipment set up. Let's see if we can communicate. It's kind of crazy. I'm just setting stuff up, and I'm already getting reactions. So that's great. Let's see here. Hope you guys can see. If you can't, let me know if anybody at home having trouble seeing. Send me a comment, and I'll try to add more light if you guys need it. Just let me know. I can see out here, but I'm out here, so it's a little different than you folks back at home. Okay. Try to set up some more equipment. I've got 2 K2s. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cat balls. I'm gonna give you guys some other stuff to play with here. Another K2. You guys come near this thing. And try to make them lights light up. Come on. Let us know you're out here. Want to say hi. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep setting equipment out, y'all. Y'all keep watching. We've had 2 cat balls go off already. It's pretty awesome. I got some more toys. We're just gonna keep breaking out more toys as we go. That's my plan anyway. Keep breaking out the toys. I am trying to hook a battery on here so this camera don't die, y'all. Sorry if this jiggles around a little bit. I'm hooking up a battery, y'all. This camera don't run on prayers and dreams. It runs on batteries. Sometimes you need a zip tie. Okay, the mosquitoes are loving me tonight. Let me tell you. Okay. And we're going to power up this camera. Here we go. All right, we got power. Let me know if you guys can see. If you guys can't see, let me know. I'm going to turn on a little bit of a light. I don't want a lot of light. I like to be out here in the dark, but sometimes you need a little light, you know. You guys going to hear some cowbells because I'm getting ready to deploy the Paramoo. The Paramoo, because everybody needs a little more cowbell. Paramoo has cowbells, and you got to have an extra cowbell because you can't never have enough cowbell. You got to have more cowbell. So, cowbell number 1. Yeah, baby. And then here is my friend, more cowbell. I know you dokes probably raise cattle. Old Laura and Evie raising some cattle. So, guys, feel free to bring this cowbell. Feel free to ring this cowbell. There's 2 cowbells. You can ring them both if you want. You can ring one, or you can ring them both. Okay, dokie. Okay, dokie. Okay. Okay. Got a motion light. They'll put some motion lights out here if anything tries to walk through here. It should set them off. Motion lights. These work pretty good in the dark. It's usually me accidentally setting them off. We're gonna go with that. I got a red light I'm gonna try to put behind the spinner jug. Maybe we can see the spinner. I will move the camera closer if we need to. You see that moving? You know there's something around. Okay. We're gonna put one of these motion lights aiming toward these stones. Then we're gonna have one over here. Let's see. Got another one we're gonna aim toward these stones. If anything walks through here, I guess we put it up on the spout. Okay. This one. Let's see if this one's gonna work. Yep. Okay. Okay. This will be our 3rd motion light. Anything comes through here besides me, this third most line of the wall. You guys don't come and say hi? You got anything to say? Want to communicate? Hopefully you guys can see this. I think I'm going to add some lights to the subject just because I don't know if you guys can see this very well. If you guys can see this, let me know. If not, if I need to add lights, let me know. Somebody send me a comment. I don't see any comments yet. I'm going to just go ahead and take it for granted you guys can't see this. I'm going to move this camera closer, y'all. This is Mr. Doak, John Doak, and Doak family. I've come out here and tried to have conversations with the Dokes before. My mom's married to a man named Doak, Lauren E. Shout out to Ed and Chris, Carrie, everybody. Shout out to Ainsley. All right. I'm going to add a little more light to this subject. You know, what that on? Yeah. There we go. Add a little more light to the subject. I hope that's not too much tonight. I hope you guys can still see if anything's happening out here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is the Philbilly. I'm out here at the old Union Cemetery out here, July 12th. It's a nice night. It's kind of quiet out here for once. I mean, you might be able to hear the interstate off in the distance over here, I-65, over there between Bowling Green and Franklin, Kentucky, over that way. We're right in between. The Drakes Creek is over that way, about a good, I don't know, mile and a half, something like that. Just a good old graveyard. Got the old Union Baptist Church over here attached. That's maybe some of them lights you see in the background. And we're just coming out here to say hi to the Dokes, see if they'll have anything to do with us. We've had 2 cat balls go off so far, right off the bat. And that was pretty cool. I've seen that happen before, like something will mess around with your equipment and then it goes quiet. Now, you know, I guess it's kind of like fishing. You know, sometimes there's stuff going on all night, and then sometimes there's nothing going on. But if you guys see anything, let me know. But so far, I've had 2 cat balls go off. I have a transitional REM pod, which basically the transitional REM pod is as something gets closer, a light comes on. And if it gets closer, 2 lights come on. And so forth. It comes in, something touches that antenna, you're gonna have like all these lights going off. Something low level coming in, could be low level energy, could be picking up skeeter radio waves, all that kind of stuff. Cell phone signals, that kind of stuff can make it tick a little bit. So I like the square one better because it picks up real low level stuff. The round ones, they're kind of either on or off. I've never seen them pick up real low level stuff like the square one does. So let's see if we can get this thing working. I'll set it over here with the Paramoo, because it's got cowbells. Come on, the whole moo thing. And we had to put more cowbell because of the Christopher Walken skit. You know, the with the Christopher Walken and Mr. Farrell on Saturday Night Live, and he's playing the cowbell, and he's like, "Fellas, what this needs is a little more cowbell. So we've actually got a painting of Christopher Walken on this device in honor of that skit and him. And anyway, we got cowbell. I'm gonna ring it, and we got more cowbell. So hopefully something will. Oh, that was me. That was me. I set that off. That was me. Anyway, I'm gonna get this other REM pod and put it out here, and we'll see if anything comes around. Like I said, we've had 2 cat balls go off so far. I've got let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think I've got 4 cat balls out, 4, maybe 5 cat balls out here, and I've had 2 go off. It's kind of interesting. Okay, what do we got here? We may get the old spirit box out here in a little bit. Antenna. And will be my antenna come on. Antenna come on. Antenna. Where's my antenna? Alright. Come on now. Aight. Okay. Okay. Appreciate you tuning in with me this Sunday night. It was just too nice of a night to sit in the studio tonight, you know, and I love the studio, but sometimes I like to get out. And we got a few other places around Bowling Green I want to check out. I'd like to go with some more of my team could go with me. Be great. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, if this one goes off, that motion light's going off because I walked by it. So that's good confirmation my motion light's working. Come on. If I move, it's went off twice. So got the REM pod, motion lights. I put the red light behind that spinner jug just so we can see if it moves. The whole premise of the spinner jug is it's got a Tektite crystal on top. Tektite is when a meteor comes in, it hits Earth, then it becomes a meteorite. When the meteor makes contact and there's a piece of rock left behind, that's your meteorite. If it just burns up in the atmosphere, it makes a cool streak of light, that's a meteor. But once it hits the ground, meteorite. So when the meteorite hits, sometimes the explosion from all the heat and the impact pressures and the gases makes the rocks around that crater pop out and they melt. And those little pieces of melted rock look like kind of like melted glass. They call them tektites. Tektites are supposed to bring in June bug crawling up my neck, little booger. What was he thinking? Anyway, so the tektite is supposed to bring in universal energy because the impact, whatever's in space, all the different particles and energies from space are supposedly absorbed and released into those tektites. So that's why I'm using a tektite crystal. I've got quartz crystals. I've got iridium balls. I've got, what else? We've tried selenite. We've tried all kinds of different crystals and stuff, but I seem to have the best results with this tektite. So that's why I got, and then I got a copper coil and it's wire wrapped down through the cork into the spinner. And I got a brass spinner, so there's no iron or anything could be affected by a magnetic. So the only thing going to move that is either something supernatural or an earthquake or a really bad tornado. I have seen evidence where a tornado has hit a cemetery, and you wouldn't think, as heavy as the tombstone is, you know, a tornado is pretty bad, but you wouldn't think it can knock over a tombstone. But I've over here by Scottsville, a guy showed me pictures. He went out there and volunteered with his crane, and it just flattened out, just like whole sections of the cemetery. All the stones just got knocked over. It's crazy. That's how there's a lot of force behind a tornado. You're talking like immense suction and like 200-mile-an-hour winds. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I carried this thing around for 2 years before it ever moved. So when you go out on investigations, don't expect something to happen every time you go out, and expect to go out a lot and nothing happens ever. Expect that a lot, because that's just typically what happens. Not much, which is okay. If I see a TV show and they're like, "Look, nothing happened," I tend to believe that more. We've got a car, and he's turning. So, oh, we got two people. Hey, two people. You got the Philbilly out here in the old Union Cemetery graveyard, south of Plano, Kentucky. I'm out here about a mile west of Drake's Creek, about maybe 2 miles east of I-65. I'm smack dab between Bowling Green and Franklin, Kentucky. And I'm out here talking to the Doak family. That's this plot here. I've had oh, we did it. We had a little low level activity on that rim pot there, the transitional one that's sitting up on top of the Paramoo there. Hey, if that was you, could you do that again, Mr. Doak or Mrs. Doak? Could you come there and grab that antenna sticking up? I know back in your days, maybe you didn't even have radio or antennas, but maybe the little silver miniature spire sticking up, or the little wand sticking up, or the if you see the red flame, go up and grab the red flame there. Let us know you're here. I'm sorry I didn't bring Gary this time so you could have another drag off the cigarette. Last time I was here, I had Gary, and he said, hey, this guy John over here wants to have a smoke. And it wasn't until I think the last time we were here, we got the light just right, started looking at these inscriptions on the stone. We found the guy's name was John. I think he's the one on the left there. And his last name is Doak. And that's my mom's married to a guy named Doak. All this time we were out here, didn't even know there were any Dokes over here in Kentucky. We thought they come from Missouri. But anyway, that's what I'm doing out here tonight. Other than the skeeters and the June bugs crawling up my neck, hasn't been too bad. Like I say, I've been out to the cemetery before. I've taken hundreds and hundreds of pictures. And this here spot is the only one I've ever had any kind of weird stuff going on. I'm going to try to walk behind my motion detector and try not to set it off. One of the other ones might go off, but this is a hemlock tree. And it's been here a long time, man. These trees have seen a lot. And this was probably a baby tree when these folks were first buried here. And now the tree's grown up, and the stones are still here. They're kind of leaning a little from all the roots and settling and whatnot, but all in all, they take pretty good care of the cemetery. They keep it mowed, keep it trimmed down. I'm glad to see there's not a lot of vandalism or anything like that out here. Some of the cemeteries we go to, people don't respect them, and they knock over stones, and they do a lot of weird stuff out there, and damage stuff. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this right here. There's a little red light on there, and it's ticked a couple times. That's what I mean by low level energy. Like something's got just enough energy to make that tick a little bit, but not set off the other lights. Something set 2 cat balls off right when I got here, but maybe that's all the energy they had. I don't know. Maybe they just came in, checked me out, and then they went on about their business. I don't know. That's why I do this, because I want answers. Come on. All right, you guys, you want to come and grab a hold of some of that equipment there? Touch some little red flames. Let me know you're coming around to say hi. We appreciate you. We really do. Put on some little boat spray. Come on. Okay, I got what they call a. This is called a SB11, PSB11 Spirit Box, and I haven't figured out how to. I haven't figured out how to be live and run phone apps at the same time. I'm not saying that I think the phone apps are legit or anything, or even the Spirit Box, but this runs on radios, uh, AM and FM, and it sweeps through the different frequencies. And I can change it to go forward and backward. I can also change the sweep rate. So I'm going to set her on about 250 on the sweep rate, and I'm going to go forward in FM, reverse in AM, and we'll see if we get anything. If we don't, I'll switch over the AM to forward and the FM to reverse, and then if we don't get anything, I'll shut it off, because by then the thing will probably, if we don't get any responses, then it just gets annoying because it's going through the sweep rates. Hopefully my battery's good. I did have one recorder I tried already, and the battery died right off the bat, so that's a good sign. Something drained the batteries, and right about then my cat balls went off. But then I've had some low level ticks on this REM pod right here. But all right, here we go. Let's see if this thing's got some juice. They have to put a battery in it. Okay, we got FM, and we are going to change 250, and we're going to go forward on FM sweep. Now we're going to do AM on the other one. This is dual channel, and we're going to go reverse, and we're going to change the sweep rate. I'm going to set this over here. Something trying to come through. Probably just radio station. I don't know. Oh, here we go. I'm going to set this over here. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay, motion lights open. All right, Mr. Dope. I don't know if you even know what a radio is, if it was even invented when you were around. But this thing here that's got all the little flames going, you can come up and like manipulate it and talk into it. We should be able to hear you. Come on. Hello. Hello, Mr. Dope. Hello, Dope children. Hello, Mrs. Dope. What we're listening for is like when the sweep stops for a second, you get a word. That's what we're listening for. I'm hoping you folks back home can hear that. I don't know. Can you guys hear that? Somebody send me a comment. Oh, got a comment from Jeff. Uh, Wish I could have joined you. Yeah, me too, man. Be great if you was out here. Somebody let me know if I need to move this thing a little closer. I'm going to try to take a couple full spectrum pictures while this thing's sweeping. We'll see if we can get some communication. Come on. I got the full spectrum camera. I don't know if any of you use the full spectrum camera. I've been trying this thing for years, and I've taken it on trips. I've taken this camera out west. This camera's been to, it's been to Canada. It's been Alaska, all over. And I'm here to tell you, I don't think I've ever got any evidence for this thing. In like 5 years' time, I've never got any evidence with this camera, but I'm gonna keep taking pictures just in case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, this camera isn't really seeing much. I'm gonna have to add an infrared light to it so it can see in the dark. So keep watching. Let me know if any of these cat balls go off, or if you hear that spirit box say anything besides the dog barking I just heard like a mile away. You got anything to say? Hello. Yeah, you can do it. Just say hello. We'll let that run a little bit. It may reverse the sweep. May switch the AM to FM. I got this Oregon generator I made out of this is old glass railroad insulator, and it's got copper coils and stones to bring in energy. And I'm gonna set this out here, maybe see if this will bring in a little energy, can help them out. Maybe this will help them get some energy to communicate. Set off equipment. All right, probably gonna set off my motion light. Yep, here we go. Okay, motion light is set off. This is my IR light. That cat ball glowing. There's my cat ball and my other cat ball. This UV light. How much of that, I believe. I'm gonna get a picture here. If anything comes through. I'm gonna bring this. I don't know if you guys can hear me, hear this spirit box going or not. Oh, can't hear it. Okay. I'll bring it a little closer. All right. All right, you guys. All right, you guys come on over here by me. We talk into this thing and we want to hear you. Hello. Got a beep beep, whatever that is. Hello. How's the Dope family doing tonight? Do you like hanging out by this hemlock tree? Come on. All right. I'm going to reverse FM and forward AM. All right. Y'all want to talk? Do you have any messages? Sound like a whimper. Do you have any messages for the dopes over in Illinois? Come on. It's the Phil Billy here. I'm gonna come out here to say hi to y'all. Hang out for a little bit on this nice evening. It's July 12th, 2026. The year is 2026. And your stones are still here. Your plots are still taken care of. Everything's been well maintained and mowed. None of your stones are broke. My red light went out. My red light died. Something killed my red light already. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Okay, the red light still got energy, so what's going on here? Okay, if it goes out again, I'm gonna say battery's weak. But if it stays on, that means something turned it off. All right. You guys playing around my little red torch over here? My light. Will come to red light. Come on. You don't want me to see that spinner moving in that jug, do you? Spinner is not moving. All right. Last chance if you guys want to say something. Come and speak into this little box. This is like the Edison gramophone. Just come over here and talk, and we record you and play you back. You guys familiar with Thomas Edison or Nikola Tesla? I couldn't make that out. Last chance. I'm going to shut you down. What's that? Oh, that's all coming. And he's turning. He's turning. And is he coming in here? Nope. Going on down the road. All right. All right. Last chance. Hello. Oh, red light went out. All right. All right. I'm going with weak batteries. I'm going to move this light over away from the tombstone area and see if it still goes out. If it does, I'm calling it weak battery. But if it stays on, we know something's messing with it. Come on. All right. I'm going to kill this thing. I like the spirit box. But if there's nothing communicating and you're not getting any audible, distinguishable sounds that you can understand, then just shut her off because it gets annoying to me. Just sitting there going choo 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 and nothing. So, all right, I'm gonna turn this red light back on. See if it goes off on its own. If it does, we'll know it's just a weak battery. Yep, it went out on its own. So it's just a weak battery. All right, I'll do a little experiment. I'm gonna walk away for a minute, see if my energy may be interfering with them coming through. I'm gonna walk away for about a minute, and I can still see from where I'm going. And I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Uh, y'all let me know if you see anything go off. I'll be watching too. But I'll be right back. Come on. Okay, I'm back. I did see a little tick. I did see a couple ticks over here. Hey, you guys gonna come? You guys gonna come touch one of these cat balls again? There's a cat ball. Right there's cat ball. REM pod. We got our paranormal power move. Got our transitional REM pod. Got our this here REM pod is not transitional. Just something comes by and it goes off. We got another cat ball here. We got a cat ball back on that stone. We got another cat ball at the base of this stone. We have another K2 meter over there. Another cat ball. We got our spinner jug, which my light died that I had on the spinner jug. I gotta see if I got another light for that spinner jug, y'all. We've been out here almost an hour, so uh, I'm gonna give a little more time. If nothing happens, I may go wander around here and before I decide to pack up. Just come down here for a little while so you guys could get out of the studio. If you guys are at home and it's raining, you're having bad weather, I'm getting out here for you. AAA. Not AAA. Come on, I got AAA. Get on my face, bud. Okay, got another light. Keeps changing colors though. I want it to stay on one color. That's a pretty good color. As long as it don't change, hopefully it'll stay on that color. Stay on that color, come on. All right, I'm gonna put this behind ye old sprinter jug. Oh dang it, I tapped it. I think this white light's like the brightest one. There we go. Don't change. Stay that. Stay like that. There we go. It's moving a little bit because I accidentally touched it. My bad. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but right here, I don't know if that's Raymond in. Could be, uh, could be something paranormal. I don't know, but I don't know if you can see right here. This one was ticking. Now I'm gonna go in and make it go off so you can see what happens if something actually comes in close. Right about here, there's the tick I was talking about. Now when I go in closer, you'll have the other lights go off like that. So I don't think that thing has a volume on it. Nope, it's on or off. So that's what it looks like. If something comes in and grabs it, it does that. Now this one's going to go off if I get close. There you go. See that? We got a lot of little toys out here for them to come play with. We just hopefully they'll come play with them. Come on. It's a nice night out here, y'all. I don't think my camera could pick up the night sky, or I would show you. But I'm gonna try. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but we have we got the setting sun over here. I don't know if you can see anything. We got Venus over here, or Jupiter, one of the two. That's our night sky. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Me back over here where we actually have lights on the subject. There we go. Those lights you see behind that tree, those are the Baptist church over there attached to this graveyard. We're at the Old Union Cemetery and Graveyard down here south of Plano. We're smack dab between Bowling Green and Franklin, Kentucky. Interstate 65 is that way. Drakes Creek is that way. Plano is behind me, about, I don't know, 5 minutes up the road, up where I live up to Plano. There, come on. Okay. That bug spray's about done. Good thing I got backup bug spray. Well, at least it's a nice night out here. Come on. Okay, those batteries are dead. Now these. All right. Gotta crack open some more batteries. Come on. You guys gonna come and set off my equipment? You guys played with those balls as soon as I got here. Now y'all taking a break? Are you getting shy? That's how it happens sometimes, folks. Sometimes as soon as you get there, something happens. Like when you're setting up or when you're getting ready to leave, sometimes stuff will happen. And the rest of the time, maybe nothing. That's just how it goes. All right. All right, we're going to put brand new batteries in this device. Hopefully, this will fix this problem. I'm hearing something moving around over there, something big. It sounds like a cow or something over there. I don't know if there's a pasture over there or what. All right, here we go. Brand new batteries. And we got power. Okay. This thing is working now, by golly. No, I don't want to set the date and time. And we're recording. All right. You guys got anything you want to say? I got this recorder here. You guys can talk into it. It's just like the gramophone, Thomas Edison. Hello. I said hello. You guys want to say hello? Come on now. Don't be shy. You can say hello. You come around and touch one of them balls. Touch some of this equipment. We're friends. Come on. Is this Mr. Doak? Or Miss Doak out here? Or Doak Jr.? Well, it'd be nice if you had something to say. You don't like me putting stuff on your stone and set off one of these devices. If you don't like me putting stuff on your stone, I'll take it off. I thought we were friends and family. That's why I went ahead and put it on there. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. I felt like we're friends. We're family. All right, got the audio recorder going. Got some equipment set up. I had 2 cat balls go off as soon as I got here. I've had a light get drained. My recorder got drained. I put new batteries in the recorder. I've had some low-level activity on the multi-stage REM pod. Spirit box was pretty ineffective. Didn't really get anything intelligible through the Spirit box. So we're gonna give this a little more time before we shut it down to see if anything comes through or if we get any more activity. This device right here, we got the spinner jug. It's got the Tektite crystal with the coil going in. I got a brass spinner inside there. There's also some marbles in that jug if they want to play with the marbles. The mosquitoes are pretty bad tonight. I don't know if y'all ever tried these little bugaboo bracelets. You can see that these things are great. I put them around my wrists, ankles, that kind of thing, and it helps keep the mosquitoes off you. You know, plus your spray and everything else. If you get into tick area, you want to try some of that. I think it's called Promethean. The other thing you can do around ticks, because they're bad this year, get some powdered sulfur. You can get it up to farm store, and you get that powdered sulfur, and you put it in a sock, an old sock you're not going to use anymore. You tie it up, and you take that old sock with that sulfur powder and bang it on your shoes, pant legs. Ticks don't like sulfur powder. The other thing that ticks don't like, and it'll kill them, is cedar oil. And there's one spray out there, it's called Wondercide. I don't have a sponsor or anything, but highly recommend the Wondercide. It's got the cedar oil. If you can afford it and buy enough cedar, pure 100% cedar mulch, put about a 2-foot, 3-foot wide barrier around your property, ticks won't cross it. It's all the stuff I've been reading on YouTube, all these tick barriers. The other thing you can do is take tape, packing tape or duct tape, and put it inside out around your ankles. And when the ticks crawl up, they get stuck in the tape. I also saw these, they kind of look like screen mesh, almost like a sock, like a hip waiter kind of thing, like made out of some kind of weird mesh. And you put it, I think your shoe goes in it, but it goes up to about right above your knee, and the ticks can't get through it, like a tick barrier. I've seen that on those new camping inventions on the YouTube. Come on, but I don't know. You guys gonna set off the cat balls some more? Come on. All right, let me point them out to you again. All right, there's one right there. Got the REM pod right there. And we got our orgone generator. We got our 2 cowbells. I really wish you guys would ring these cowbells. Just knock them down. Just knock them over. It'd be great. I do see this striker. This striker is moving a little bit on this one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that striker is moving. I don't know if that's from bugs climbing on it. Probably from bugs climbing on it. I can't without any certainty say that's paranormal. But this striker is moving slightly. Got a cat ball here. We got the black K2 and we got the orange one. The orange one shows up pretty good under this UV light. Got another cat ball. Got another cat ball over here and another cat ball over here. These UV lights are great for checking out fluorescent minerals. You get down in Tennessee, around Bradley Parkway, especially if you're down there looking for calcites, use these UV lights for the night down in the rock cuts for calcites. They also will pick up scorpions. If you're ever in scorpion country, get you one of these UV lights, and the scorpions, they will glow. So it's a good thing especially if you're out like Arizona and New Mexico, out where I know they're finding them up in Tennessee now around Bradley Parkway, but you get out west, you might want to check your perimeter for those scorpions. Come on, could be a bad day. One of them gets in your sleeping bag. So the other thing I recommend, if you're outdoors like this or anywhere in general, these UV lights are great for finding your cat balls of the night. if it falls in the grass, see that thing will glow. It makes it a lot easier at the end of the night when you're around looking for your equipment. If there's anything white on it or anything that'll fluoresce, the cat balls, the internals, and the little switch on them is orange, so it'll makes it a lot easier. I don't know how many cat balls I've left at places because we couldn't find them at the end of the night. They got in the tall weeds, or we just missed them and left, or whatever. So that's the thing. Uh, Try to remember everywhere you put stuff, and it helps if you got a place in your equipment bag, equipment box, where everything goes, and then just do like your own 5S straightening, sorting, uh, organizing, that kind of thing. And then at the end of the night, when you're putting everything away, if everything has its place and you're like, uh-oh, I'm missing a piece of equipment, I'm missing a cat ball. Because if you leave a recorder somewhere, it may be months before you get it back. You may never get it back. I had a recorder I left at a place, and the people, they moved, and then they split up, and my recorder got lost. So just remember that. Try to remember everything you put out, and either write it on a sheet so you can check it off at the end of the night, or have a place in your box for it, and so you don't leave stuff. And the other thing I recommend, I don't have any with me tonight, but if you can get a recorder that goes on your wrist like a watch, those are super handy, because then you don't have to carry a recorder and carry a camera and carry a light. Get you a headlight, your hands are free. Get your wristwatch recorders so you're not holding a recorder, and then you can do more with your hands and other devices. Get your little tool belt, man bag, whatever, backpack, whatever. If you're on a big area, keep extra batteries with you, that kind of stuff. Maybe drink of water, bug spray, first aid kit, all that good stuff. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I'm just not seeing nothing. You guys gonna come say anything? Who's come back? Maybe they were curious when I first got here, and they were like, "Oh, it's just Philbilly again." I'm gonna do a sweep with another device just to see if I see anything. Hopefully, it's charged up. Are you charged up? I hope you're charged up. Come on. Yeah. Well, I hope I take the lens cap off. Oh, why are we calibrating? Interesting. I got over in this area. I got the FLIR come on. I got over this area, and it was calibrating. I don't know if you guys can see. I can't see through this viewfinder. Where's my lenses at? Probably can't. I want to hold it up there. You probably can't see what I'm seeing. Nope. Nope. Okay. Thought I'd try. I think I can Bluetooth this at some point, but I'm not sure how to do it on live. You guys gonna come out behind that tree, say hello? I'm looking right at you. I can see you if you step out or wave at me. I can see you. You come out, Mr. Doke. What was that? I think that was a floater in my eyeball. Oh, got a car. Car is going on. I guess with this infrared, I'm looking for something cold moving around. You spirits are cold, right? Okay, I'm looking in that tree to see if there's anything in that tree. Let's see, that's a warm up in this tree. Are you up there? Any kind of critters up in that tree? Come on. Okay, I'm not seeing. Whoa, drop my light, dang it. Wait. Drop my light. All right, well, I'm not seeing much going on. I'm gonna put a couple things away. If I don't see nothing going on here, then may just may call it here in a little bit. I appreciate everybody coming out, tuning in with me tonight. I was hoping we had more action than just the two cat balls at the beginning of the episode, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Well, get this light to snap in here. Come on. What is going on with this stupid light, man? There we go. Think the stupid light was ever going to get back snapped in there. backwards. How is this stupid light supposed to go in there? Crazy, man. I think that's how it goes. Wow. There we go. That light's working pretty good. Well, you guys come set off any of this equipment? That cowbell's not moving much. It was earlier, but it ain't moving. Spinner jug's not moving. Cowbell's not moving. Nothing setting off the equipment. Are you dokes around, or y'all go back to sleep, or what? Y'all said, hey, I've had enough of this. Cemetery, come on. Oh. All right, well, y'all, I'm going to start packing up a little bit. I am going to leave the camera rolling for a while, just in case something happens while I'm packing up. That does happen sometimes. So let me know if you see anything that I miss. Then we'll be signing off here in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go out here and pick up these I'm going to pick up these motion lights. Motion light number 1, disengaged. Motion light number 2. Motion light number 2 is dead. Motion light number 2, dead as a doornail. Or something turned it off. Let's see. Ah, it was turned off. That's weird. Okay. Motion light number 2 was turned off. Come on. A little weird. All right, I'm going to grab motion light number 3. Here we go. There it's working. Motion light number 3. We had one turned off. Batteries weren't dead. It was just turned off. Which something had to flip that switch. By the way, these devices, the switch is underneath the cover. You turn it on here. Something would have had to flip that switch that way with the cover in place. You can't even get to the switch with the cover on. So I don't know. Paranormal. Maybe I forgot to turn it on. I'll have to play it back and find out. Maybe not. Oh, got another car coming. All right. We'll pick up the Oregon generator. Oregon generator going in the box. Come on. I can't stress enough, people. When it's warm and humid, cold outside, whatever, you store this stuff in your house. When you get home, open up all your boxes. If there's battery compartments, open them up. let air get in there and circulate, or you will have rust, you will have corrosion, and you will have corroded, rusted battery terminals, and your equipment sometimes cannot be repaired, and you end up having to throw away really expensive equipment. So it already dewed pretty heavy after I got here, so I got a lot of wet stuff right now. So when I get home, I have to let it all dry out. Just light a little bit. Yeah, here. Oh, here we are. Here. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. All right. Taking down the Paramoo. And this here REM pod device. There's what we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear them cowbells go off. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but you know, it could happen. Okay. I'll pick up the other REM pod. Come on. Yep. Okay. I may end up putting some fluorescent or reflective tape or something on these because I actually left one of these at Gettysburg one night. We were packing up and the tour group was hollering like, "Hurry up, man. We're going to the next location, man. Hurry up." No warning like, "Hey, in a half hour we're leaving, 15 minutes we're leaving." It was like, "Hey, we're packing up." Well, you're going to get left and not go to the next stop. So we're running around trying to get everything. This was sitting on a log right there by Satch's Mill. So if you found my REM pod at Satch's Mill, I hope you're still using it. I hope we can put some good use to it and you've had some good paranormal results with it. But with this being black, yeah, I'm gonna have to put some reflective stuff so I don't end up leaving another one. That's a bad day. Come on, leaving equipment behind. Okay, we're gonna grab the K2. K2 number 1, still working. K2, number 2. K2 number 2, still working. K2 number 3, still working. You see me tapping on that? They've had the shielding removed in these, so these are way more sensitive than an industrial K2 meter. Pick up EMF. So they also pick up vibration. So if you're ever running a spirit box, like the one I had earlier with a speaker, or if you're running one into an external speaker, or you're running any kind of device with an external speaker, don't have your K2 sitting on the same table with the speaker because the vibrations from the speaker will make this thing go off and it'll look like an equalizer going to your sound. So always try to keep these on a separate, stable, solid platform. Don't ever put it on anything that's got a speaker because it'll set it off and you're thinking you're getting paranormal activity. It's just your speaker. All right, I'm gonna grab the spinner jug. Time to grab the spinner jug. Don't see anything. It ain't moving. Let's set up this tap light. I got these tap lights too. Uh, if something comes up and taps it, it'll change color like that. Now I have had it change colors. I've had them go dead before, but outdoors like this, especially this time of year, I've had bugs or ants get in there and make it change colors. So always watch for bugs and that kind of stuff if your tap light changes colors out in the when it's like this outside. Yeah, let's see. All right. Better in the wintertime. You don't have to worry about bugs getting in there and setting it off. All right, spinner jug. You guys gonna come and mess with these? When I first got here, they set off 2 cat balls. And then it's been pretty quiet the rest of the night that I know of. I don't maybe play back the audio and there'll be something on there later. Or maybe you guys saw something that I missed. But that cat ball went off and that one went off. So maybe they don't like all that equipment, or maybe they had just enough energy to set off some balls and that was it. But this is not the first time I've had cat balls go off in this location. I've been to a lot of other locations and they never go off. So I don't know. Could be paranormal, maybe not. Okay. What we got left? So we got some cat balls left. Got a few cat balls left, and that's about it. So I want to round up these cat balls, and then we're gonna say goodbye to these friends, and just let them know they can't come with us. Come on. I know it sounds silly. It sounds silly, but I can't stress enough if you're in a location, even if you've had no activity, before you leave, say a little prayer, make a little statement. Say, look, it was great trying to communicate with y'all, but you cannot come with me. You cannot come with me. You can't get in my car. You can't go where I'm going. If you're out somewhere like this, you might just tell them, you just need to stay here or go to the light. Either go to the light or stay here. Now, if it's in somebody's house and they're wanting it gone, you may not want to tell it to stay there because they may not want it there either. So that's when you just say, hey, man, you can't come with me. Sounds silly talking to an invisible man you can't see, but we don't know what we're dealing with. That's why there's no such thing as a paranormal expert. We're all just experienced or less experienced or no experience. But just try to be careful. Let somebody know where you're going. I don't typically go out by myself, but a couple miles from the house, church is right there. They got cameras, So, and I know some people that live out here. So, otherwise, typically I don't go by myself. Unless it's, in the daytime, no big deal. But overnight, they've had some thefts around here, that kind of thing. So, got to protect yourself. Well, I think that's an airplane. Yep, airplane. Supernatural. We're the Supernatural Investigation Squad. So our podcast is Supernatural Sundays, but I'm always looking for stuff: UFOs, aliens, conspiracy theories, uh, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you the importance. Here's the UV light, and I'm going to show you how I find these dang cat balls. I know where they're at, but just to show you, if you can't remember where you put one, you can look around like, all right, where's that stupid cat ball? You're like, oh, there it is. See it up below. Now, when I touch this, it should go off, which tells me it's still an active cat ball. I've been on locations where the cat ball come rolling out to me, and I picked it up, and it was shut off. And then I turned it on and left it there, and it was still on at the end of the night. It's like, what happened? What did that? I don't know. There you go. So, all right. That's a good cat ball. She's still lit. All right, I'm going to shut it off. All right. Cat ball number 2. We're saying goodbye, Mr. Doke. All right, cat ball number 3. Instead of shining that light. This moss on these stones is pretty cool. It turns red under UV. The hemlock turns red. Part of the hemlock turns red under the UV too. That's pretty cool. All right, should be 2 more cat balls over here. There they go. Cat ball 1 and cat ball 2. You guys got anything you say for yourself? That's a good cat ball. All right, last cat ball. Here we go. Ah, that's a good cat ball. Now, I got a recorder right here. I remembered I put it there, but I probably ought to start putting fluorescent stuff on my recorder because I'm here to tell you, I've left 2 recorders in the last 6 years. One I got back. The other one I did not. So always, try to keep track. Like I said, have a place in your case, have a check sheet, check them all off at the end of the night when you're putting it back away. If somebody's helping you and they dump everything on a table, just make sure you got a spot for your stuff or a checklist for your stuff. Or you're going to leave expensive equipment behind. So they've got always try to put your cat balls in a box and turn the switches like at an angle or sideways. So when you put the lid down on the box, it don't make them set them off. Otherwise, they'll be on inside the box and the dang battery will go dead. They've got some new cat balls where this switch is recessed down inside there. I like those better because you can't accidentally set them off, and it's a lot harder to accidentally run your battery down. So if you could get those are better. Cat balls used to be really cheap, but they've went up in price quite a bit. There's actually a rechargeable one you can get, and I think it's like over $20 for it, but you can recharge it. These are not rechargeable. There's like a little watch battery in there. Once that goes dead, you gotta cut the glue off of there and pop them open and put in a new watch battery if you can do it. Oh, heard some sirens. I don't know if that's a police or maybe a fire truck or something. It does not sound like it's over on the interstate. It sounds like it's over here in a rural road. So I'm gonna have to watch out when I drive home, make sure there ain't no wreck or anything. You guys let me know if you see anything while I'm packing up. I'm gonna load up and I'll be back here in a minute and we'll shut her down, Luke. I always say, shut her down, Luke. We're pumping mud. kid trying to come out to a real cemetery, usually nobody cares. Way out in the middle of nowhere, it's pretty quiet. If you go to a more popular cemetery where it's been known to be highly active and there's a lot of people coming out, you might want to give it a sheriff and let him know you're going out ahead of time, your group name and anything else they need, your name, license plate, whatever they need. That way to avoid problems. There's some places, if you don't let them know, then they'll be dispatched and they'll be coming out like, hey, what are you doing? You know, so. And there's some places that are so busy, so active, they're so popular, it's almost like paranormal tourism, man. I mean, like there's a cemetery up here by K-Town, Hell's Gate, also known as Casey Cemetery. It's not, when the weather's nice, it's not uncommon to have like 5 or 6 groups show up out there. It's every Saturday night. I mean, it's crazy. We've been out there in the rain, we've been out there in the wintertime, not as many groups, still a few. But this time of year, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's some road noise over here, but you got crickets, you got frogs, all kind of bugs making noise, which can interfere with your EVPs. I actually think you get better EVPs in the early spring, fall, or in the dead of winter. Although it's not windy. Tonight's a good night because there's no wind. You may still get some background frog noises, but if something close and it wants to come through, you're going to hear it on that recorder. But especially if it's Class A or B EVP, not so much with the Class C's. Class A is very legible, clear, a little bit louder EVP, which is electronic voice phenomenon. Class B, you can still make out what they're saying, but it's a whisper. It's like hello, hello instead of hello. And then your Class C is going to be like, burp. It's going to be a noise like burp. Class C is you get a response, but you don't know what they're saying. So I'm going to go take some more equipment to the car. You guys keep an eye out. Let me know if you see anything, and I'll be back with you shortly. Copa, you're a good-looking dude, man. Dapper fella. Who's this dude? Oh, another Copa. Man, you're a little bit like Bob Hope, bro. You're tired. Look at you feeling. Oh. Rebecca. You go by Becky? Miss Becky? Oh, my goodness. I like your hair. What a nice-looking lady. You all have a good one. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to the dope and the Copa family over there. These nice looking fellas. This old hemlock tree. Y'all have a good night. Maybe we'll come back and see you again sometime. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for Supernatural Sundays. Wish it was a little more eventful, but you just never know. So y'all have a good night. Come on.